Houston Texans fans, meet your new head coach. His name is David Culley. David Culley has signed a 5-year deal to become the new head coach of the Houston Texans. So, just a little bit of background on David Culley. He he has a veteran career. He's been a coach, some type of coach for 27 years in the NFL. He is now the NFL's third active black head coach. He joins Mike Tomlin and Miami Dolphins Brian Flores as the only three black head coaches in the league. In a 27 seasons coaching in the NFL, Culley was with the Buffalo Bills prior to the Ravens and has also coached with the Kansas City Chiefs, the Philadelphia Eagles, Pittsburgh Steelers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a 14-season tenure with Philly from 1999 to 2012, standing as his longest stay. Culley aided the Ravens ascending to one of the best offenses in the league, though it was chiefly on the ground. So now, obviously, I'll start first. The Texans have a new head coach. Obviously, Bill O'Brien, it wasn't working no more, so they had to get rid of him. So now they signed David Culley to a 5-year deal. Let me tell you something. David Culley did a very good job with the Ravens offense. Okay, we look at that Ravens offense, and we look at like the rushing attack that they had, and that was a very deadly rushing attack. When you look at Lamar Jackson, when you look at J.K. Dobbins, and you look at Gus Bradley, they had such a deadly rushing attack, and that rushing attack was the best in the league. So I would like to credit David Culley to that. And obviously, 27 years in the NFL is on it. Coaching in the NFL, it's honestly fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever you get that much experience in the NFL, doing a bunch of different jobs, coaching a bunch of different jobs, that really does help you. And he is more leaning towards an offensive coach. So that right there, that's the one concern I have, is that you're leaning towards offense, but how good defensively will your team be? You know what I'm saying? Because I always tell Nate this, whether you hear it or not, but when you get a coach who is more focused on one side of the ball than the other, you need to make sure that you have the right defensive coordinator to coach the defensive side of the ball, if that makes any sense. So, like, obviously, if I'm more known for being a defensive coordinator and I'm a head coach, I'm gonna be more on that defensive side than the offensive side, which means whoever the offensive coordinator is, it's gonna run mainly through him. So the Texans need to hope that they have a good defensive coordinator. But I think signing David Culley is a great place to start. He's had a lot of experience. First of all, I want to commend the Texans on signing the third active black head coach in the NFL, because there aren't a lot of them. Obviously, like, the NFL has a lot of black players and everything like that. But coaching side, again, that's something that it really doesn't have, especially with head coaches. There's not a lot of black head coaches, not a lot of black general managers, and that's something I feel like that needs to grow in the NFL, because there are a lot of black coaches and a lot of black front office men and women who have the experience. They just don't get the jobs, and I think it's messed up. So I think it's something that teams should really end up looking for. But I wish David Culley all the best of luck in Houston, and I'll give it to you, Nomar.
First off, congratulations to the Houston Texans on hiring the third black head coach in the NFL right now. Excited to see what he has to do after that dumpster fire what Bill O'Brien did. Not really much to say about him. That Ravens attack on the ground was really good. Let's hope he can make the Texans better after what B.O.B. did to all that team. Traded DeAndre Hopkins and what could only be described as the worst trade in NFL history, one of them. But yeah, best of luck to the new head coach of the Houston Texans, and excited to see what he has in store for us.
Yeah, obviously that's where we can end it right there. I think David Culley, I think the experience side of him, I think that really does help. I think the offensive mind that he has, I think that's really also going to help with the Houston Texans. He's 65, so it makes you kind of wonder how much years he has left coaching. But 65 is not too old. I don't think it's that old for really to be a head coach. It's all about your health too. And as long as he's a healthy man and as long as he's doing a good job in Houston, then I could see him having a long career there. So, with that being said, good luck to David Culley. Good luck to the Houston Texans. I'm interested to see how this team's going to play out.